Amanda.
And I'm Sarah.
And this is Take 10 with EnviroCleanse, where we take 10 minutes out of the day to discuss different ways on how to live a non-toxic lifestyle.
Yep.
Last week we talked about indoor allergens and some that you could find inside your home that could maybe be sparking some allergy-like symptoms. We briefly discussed mold, and the mold topic is back today.
So last time, like Amanda was saying, we talked just a little bit about how mold in your home can affect your health. And so today we're going to be going more into detail about the health effects of each different type of mold that might be present and how to get rid of it, most importantly. So what makes mold harmful is the big question. So a really common misconception is that the mold itself is what is harmful to your health, but really it's the mold spores that are being released back into your environment that you're breathing in that can offer a plethora of health risks. So it can cause problems such as allergies, asthma, and other respiratory illnesses.
Yeah. You're going to find mold in your home no matter what type of household. If you have the cleanest household, you keep the best ventilation, there's still probably trace amounts of mold in your home. So the signs of mold, some of them are really easy to tell, some of them are not as easy to tell. So the first thing will be like an odor, so that mildewy odor that you kind of smell in your home sometimes. It could be a correlation with mold growth in your home. So that's something to keep aware of too. Also discoloration on walls, so you might see like a faint discoloration, so it could be a wide range of colors. Mold comes in a lot of different colors, so it could be anything from orange, red, violet, yellow, and even black and blue, which is the stuff we don't want to see in our home.
Yeah, exactly.
So mold loves to grow on moist surfaces.
So inside of a wooden wall or drywall is a very hot spot.
Yeah. And then last would be the size of the spot. So it could range from a very tiny little spot on your surfaces, or it could be a big spot that you can noticeably see.
Yeah, I know like the little spots, we get those like in our shower, or like in our bathroom. It'll just be like one spot in the tile, easy to like knock out and get rid of. That's not a huge issue. That's something that you can easily just get rid of as long as it doesn't keep
it's when you
back.
see the big ones that you have to worry a little bit. So.
Yeah, like I've heard of people that have like a big spot in their ceiling, especially if they have like the tile that's made out of that like particle board material. Or that drywall material. Then they have a big like spot and it looks almost like a water stain, but then it's like blue.
I've even seen them sometimes at hotels.
Yeah, I know.
So it's something to keep a lookout even when you're not at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
So once you've kind of determined that you've seen some of these identifying characteristics of mold in your home, so then you want to actually try to figure out what type of mold is growing.
So there's a bunch of different forms of mold, and they fall under a bunch of different categories as well. And each type poses a different degree of concern depending on which one is in your home. So we're going to go over just 4 of them today, 4 of the most common ones.
Yeah, these are going to be the ones that you're most going to find in your home. They're going to be the ones that are really in your home.
That are dangerous.
Yeah.
So the first one is Alternaria. Its primary effect is it causes allergy symptoms and allergic reactions. And it thrives during the summer when spores move indoors, which is really important because you're going in and out more often because the weather's nice. Maybe you're opening up your windows to let the air in. Just generally there's more exchange of outdoor air into your indoor environment.
Yeah, I don't think we think too about like how mold will like cling onto your fabric of your clothing and you could travel and bring it inside of your home from outdoors, which is something to keep in mind. And
so symptoms of Alternaria include sneezing, coughing, and watery, itchy eyes.
Much basically like allergy symptoms.
Exactly, allergy symptoms. But if you normally get pollen allergies in like the springtime, but now you're exhibiting those symptoms in the summer whenever pollen isn't as dense, then there's a chance that it might be Alternaria. So you definitely want to get that checked out. The second one is Aspergillus. This is classified as a toxic mold. because they produce mycotoxins, and that can cause really serious health problems. It has a yellowish green color, and it grows mainly on walls, clothing, and paper. So anything that stays damp and absorbs moisture, it likes to hang out on those spots. You may have been exposed if you experience respiratory problems, bone pain, chest pain, or vision problems. The third one is Cladosporium. It's a really strong kind of mold that can grow at pretty much any temperature, so any time of year. It is persistent. It's not as toxic, and it has little health effects directly if you don't have a pre-existing condition, but it's very, very common, and if you do have asthma, then asthma attacks are very common when it's in your environment. And then the last one is the big one. It's Stachybotrys.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep. So Stachybotrys is also known as black mold. It is extremely dangerous. It carries carcinogens that can cause asthma, and it can suppress your immune system over long periods, causing you to get sick more often and less able to fight off those illnesses. It's, like the name would suggest, it's black, and it's slimy, and it's mostly found in particle board, cardboard, hay, wicker, and drywall. So lots of really hard to notice places.
Yeah. The first step you need to do with any type of mold in your home is you want to make sure to call a professional, so a mold remediation specialist, to come out and actually get to the bottom of the issue and resolve it. And that would be just removing it from the surface of your home. So that's something to keep in consideration, is they're just removing it from the surface. At this point, airborne mold spores have already gone in your air, so you need to treat the air. It's really important to treat the air. And if you don't have good ventilation in your home, you also want to make sure that you're ventilating your home properly. So that would be taking showers, making sure the ventilation fans are on, or if you're cooking. I know you talk about when you cook a lot, you put the ventilation fans on.
Yeah, I normally, because we'll just think about it like if we cook like bacon or something smoky, we'll turn it on. But it's important also to do it like when you're boiling water.
Yeah.
Because I was always under the understanding that it was for like odors and for getting smoke out, so it doesn't set off your fire alarm.
Yeah.
And it can do that, but it's also really important for getting moisture out, so that it doesn't, as you're boiling pasta, it doesn't seep onto the backsplash of your kitchen, into the drywall, into your ceiling, anything like that. It's filtered out, and the moisture is taken out so that there's less of a chance for mold to grow.
Yeah, just really important to do, just so you can eliminate the chances of mold growth in your home, especially after you have a mold remediation specialist come out, because you already got to the work, you already got the mold out. So now the last part is treating your air. And so our solution for treating your home's air of the mold spores would be with the EnviroCleanse mobile UV system. So the mobile UV system uses ultraviolet germicidal radiation. So those are UVC light bulbs that are inside of the system that flash on top of the hospital grade HEPA. So it's going to kill any microorganisms that are collected. So it's bacteria, viruses, mold spores, all that good stuff. And then also comes to the double protection of the EnviroCleanse VOC cartridge. So this is going to get rid of VOCs and VOCs, all the nasty stuff that are put in your air.
That even if you don't have mold, it's always a good idea to have a preventative measure in there, because mold is really difficult and sometimes costly to get removed once you have to have a mold remediation specialist come in. So preventing that from the get-go is really important to your health and to help you save a little money and protect your home.
Yeah.
So having a unit like the EnviroCleanse mobile unit with UVC light is important, because it's going to kill those mold spores before it has a chance to go and implant itself anywhere in your home. That could be dangerous. So I think that's all we have for this episode. So leave in the comments any experience you've had with mold. I know we've all had experiences, whether it just be some basic mold in your shower or it's a major mold issue that you had to have remediated for a long period of time.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe.
See you soon.
Bye. There are steps that you can take to reduce your risk of encountering mold and also to reduce your symptoms. You want to be washing your clothes and linens and furniture. If you do need to use something a little heavier, just to be sure, like a chemical like bleach, I would definitely suggest going back in with something like the EnviroCleanse Everyday Odor Eliminator.